I am completely new to this, and I feel like I could help other people like me. I am a brown girl that loves makeup. Where should I start? So I was thinking I was gonna go for like something like good for like the holidays, and something that's easy for people who have dark skin like me. Yeah. I'm new to this. I think you have to like go fast with this, right? I don't know. Anywho, so what I usually start with is my brows. I use Anastasia, the pomade. So let's get started on the brows. So I use Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Sand, I believe. Yeah, in Tan Sand. I'm going to just take a little bit off from the top. Just clean up under and over my brows. 1 second. That'll do. Eyebrows are done. I feel like that took me a really long time. Okay, so next I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm just going to bring down the Tarte Shape Tape with a concealer brush. And I think I'm going to put on some more because I think this one is already dried out. Then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the eyes. Is it that one right there? Beautiful, ain't it? And for me, I have like so many folds on my human man. I have like, oh my god, that's too zoomed in. Okay, so I have like lots of folds on my eyes. So that obviously, like, you know, like throughout the day, like you wear makeup, like your eyes kind of crease a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to like immediately set my eyes with a setting powder, like right then and there, because I don't like the creasing. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me, their new loose finishing powder in Deep. I personally like that. I haven't really tried lots of powders. I'm kind of scared to like try new ones because I feel like it'll make me look too light and stuff. And when I was like first getting into makeup, I would use like a super light powder, and it would just not match my neck, and I thought it was terrible. Anywho, we have moved on, right? Moved on to bigger and better things. Okay. So now that I feel like that is good, I feel like one eye, my eyes are like two different shapes. I feel like this one is more like droopy, and this one's more like, I don't know, like almond-y, like the shape. I don't know. Anywho, okay. Now, I personally don't have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I only like use Tarte put on eyeshadow for like special occasions and stuff. And yeah, let's learn together. So I'm gonna use the Smashbox Full Exposure palette today, and because like the transition shades are not as like dark, because I'm dark and the transition shades are usually brown, they're not brown enough. I'm gonna use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette as well. That was the first eyeshadow palette I got. I only got 2. Alright, here we go. So I am just gonna take like simple like buffing brush, but not too like, it's like tapered but not as fluffy. And I'm just gonna start with a light brown and then go in with more darker browns to make it a little bit more defined. Because I feel like you have to build up the brown first before you start with putting like a huge like dark color, because I think it would look like a little bit more seamless that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a brown, the brown right here. This one right here. It's not the darkest, I think it's in the middle. There's another brown that's a little bit warmer. I'm just gonna pop that in the crease a little bit to define my eye shape, because I don't want to make my eyes look smaller. They're already small to begin with. I want to make them look bigger. Okay. So there's not much like, there's not much of a difference, but don't worry, it'll add up as we go along through this journey. I sound like Kim. I'm gonna take a more fluffier blending brush compared to these. You can see this one is a little bit more fluffier. This is a little bit more tapered. I'm just gonna blend that out so it doesn't have any harsh lines. Okay, it's good. So I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for the first light brown, and my shape tape is open. And I'm gonna take a darker brown. I'm gonna take this brown shade and swirl it in and blend it in the same spot I blended that initial. All right, so I'm gonna pop some lighter, like a lighter shade. So this one right here. My hand looks so ugly without nails. And put it in the brow bone. Just highlight the brow bone a little bit. I feel like I'm talking to nobody, but you know, whoever's there. Hi. Okay. Good to go. I feel like that is more highlighting the brow bone. There we go. Alright. Okay. Now that is done, I feel like I want to go for like a gold on my eyelids, because I feel like golds look amazing on dark skin, especially for mine. I don't know if I should go for like a bright gold or like a deep bronzy gold. We'll see. I'm not gonna add concealer. I'm just gonna pop the gold right on top. So in the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, I'm gonna use S2 in this shimmer. I'm gonna use 1 second, this color right here. I feel like that's super pretty gold. And I'm just gonna use my fingertips, and I'm just gonna I'm not gonna swipe like left or right. I'm gonna swipe down, like that can give you more coloring. I'm gonna go in with the Full Exposure palette again, and I'm gonna use the brown shade, the brown right over here, and just kind of add the brown in the crease a little bit. I'm gonna use the brush that came with this end, and just define it a little bit more. And so I'm going to use the bigger, fluffier brush and just diffuse the two colors. Alright, I feel like the gold is pretty, but I want something more like more, hello, beautiful, you have some nice eyelids. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight, just like super pretty. I think that's a really pretty gold. I'm going to pop that on the lid as well. Alright. Gold on my fingertips. And now I'm going to go in with the Rainforest with the eyeshadow palette with the darker brown, this darker brown, and just diffuse it some more, just add a little bit more depth. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that eye. For me, I like to add, I don't like to just leave it like that. I like to add eyeliner. Eyeliner takes me a very long time, so just, I don't know why I said just. I'm gonna use the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. I feel like it's really good to get that precise line, that wing, you know? So what I do, I don't know if this is a tip, but this is what I do. I line it like on my nose, and I just go across, and I like to just, boop, just add like a line there. Just kind of where the wing will follow. So the wings kind of match, you know? Okay. Uno momento while I do this eyeliner. Alright, so I put on my eyeliner. I actually messed up my eyeliner. It was like way too thick. You could like, it was like literally like half my eye. But I did it, and what I like to do is, because there was fallout from the shimmer that I put on, I'm going to just clean it up with a makeup wipe, as I'm doing here. I think the wings look just slightly different, mainly because I have two different like shaped eyes. But when I put on the foundation and everything, everything's gonna look better. Just zoom in a little bit. There we go. So yeah, let me just fix a little bit of black that I up here. There we go. All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna start on with the face. First off, obviously primer. I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base in yellow. Yeah, Radiant Yellow. I'm going to use that for my primer. It definitely looks like a whole lot brighter. It's supposed to add like radiance, because that's, I guess, that's what it's called. But I'm gonna use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I'm in the color NC50. My face is actually like not NC50, but I really like to match my neck. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I use the Wet n Wild foundation. I like wipe off the foundation off of it, but I use the like the applicator thing, and I use it to dip it into the MAC foundation because I feel like it's easier, you get more product that way, because like when I put on my hand and then I put on my fingers and then I put on my face, I think I lose a little bit of product. I don't know, I feel like that's how it is for me. But yeah, I like to add like a lot. I usually just apply it and see if I need more coverage because I have a lot of dark marks. Yeah. I use the L'Oreal sponge. It's super good, super bouncy. Well, yeah. Let's just blend away. So now I'm going to, this is not really like concealer, but I'm going to use the Wet n Wild foundation actually. The Photo Focus foundation in Cocoa, which is like the darkest shade. I'm going to use that and put a little bit under my eyes. And blend that out. I use the Real Techniques. They have like these really little blending sponges. They come in a pack like this. I don't think they have them in Canada, but I went to Florida and I went to the Walgreens and I kind of splurged on all the drugstore makeup they had. But yeah, this is perfect for getting like right under the eye. What I'm doing here. I like to use the Tarte Shape Tape and just use just a little bit, like so, right here, because I get like super dark here. My chin, and right here. And I like to use the Real Techniques blending sponge again. For contouring, I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me the Dewy and Smooth foundation. The darkest color, which what we find here, is 360. I like to use that. And I use that to contour and bronze my face. Here's the brush that I use. Okay. Just gonna boom, boom, just a little bit on the forehead. I don't have like the biggest forehead, so I don't really need that much like contour to shorten. Then I'm going to do it on the side of the nose. For the nose contour, I like to use the flat side of the Real Techniques, the little sponge. And I like to, y'all see that? You see that? Let me show you that. Zoom in. Do you see that? Okay. Anyways, hopefully I could like rub that off, but oh god. Let me just oh god. Okay. Hopefully that's, you know, no problem there. And I like to take just a little bit of Shape Tape, just a little bit, because it's like, it looks super white, and put it right down there. Super skinny. Okay, so I'm gonna put powder on now. I'm gonna use the same powder, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Deep, and put that all over the place that I don't have. On the other places that I don't really like to bake, because I don't like a harsh line. I'm just gonna get it right under here. So I'm just gonna leave that on for like a little bit. Baked, but it's still baking, it's still in the process. So I'm going to add blush now. Ooh, I really like the Milani baked blush in Rose d'Oro. There, super good for my skin tone. I think it looks super pretty. Doesn't add too much color because I don't really like to see pink. Just gonna swirl my blush brush, just add a little bit. I am going to put on some inner corner highlight, just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. Super like pretty pink. Add that right in the middle with a lip brush. Just now that that's added, what I like to do next is add mascara. I don't really use lashes. Haven't graduated to that step yet, but I use the Voluminous Original, the L'Oreal. So I just added some mascara. Okay, I'm gonna wipe the excess of what I baked. I don't like to bake that long. Okay. Just make it blend it a little bit more seamlessly that way. Okay, so I'm gonna add my contour, or like set my contour with some powder. I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer in Hotel Heiress. It's a super pretty
bronzer.
And so to contour my nose, I use I don't use like a really fluffy brush. I'm gonna use just like a super tapered eyeshadow brush and go in on my nose. Because then it looks a little bit harsh. So what I like to do is I like to use my pinkies. I just like to go over it to make it look better. You know? So it doesn't look too harsh. Once you have the highlight and everything, it'll look way more prettier. Okay, I think I'm done with face. I have added all my powders and everything. I've set everything. I like to use the Rainforest of the Sea Rain Boosting Mist. I think that looks super pretty. So I'm just gonna add that and set my face. Okay. So after that, I immediately like to highlight. And I'm gonna use the Master Chrome highlight again. Put it on my face. And what I like to do is, just to make sure everything looks a little bit more seamless, I like to use the sponge that I use to apply foundation. And just go over everything. Alright, so I'm losing light. So I've done with the face. My camera kind of memory got full, so I couldn't show you what I'm going to be doing next. From what I do remember, I left off with using the sponge that I used to just make everything set in place, or kind of make everything blend together. This is from Laura Lee, got that from her. And now I'm thinking of doing a red lip. I haven't really done a red lip before, but I think I want to explore my options. So to go with red lip, I got this lip duo from MAC. The colors, the lip color is Russian Red, and the liner is Follow Your Heart. So just try that out, see how it goes. I have a mole right here. I really like it, and when I put on foundation it doesn't really show up. So I'm just gonna make that darker. Just like that with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's not my color. It's not the brown that I use, but it's really good for the mole. And yeah, I'm gonna come back with my hair done, looking a little bit more presentable. I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so this is the finished look. The lighting kind of went, you know, like the lighting kind of went the other way. But yeah, this is the finished look. Don't mind my messy room. Did my hair a little bit, added some earrings, and what do you think? I think it came out very nice. The red lipstick looks amazing. It's my first time wearing a red lipstick in like years, so I'm quite happy. Let me know what you think, wherever you may be. Any advice, tips, let me know. I'm all ears. So yeah,